Hello, welcome Field Home Farm Sessions, November 24th, episode 127. Just wanted to check in. I was going to say it's a beautiful morning, but it's raining a little bit. It's a little bit shitty. We got our fall weather in full effect. Just want to talk about hockey day at Field Home Plantation. I don't know plantation. I think that's bad, so I better not say that. Field House Residence. Uh, Talking to some people you talk to somebody and you don't know their name, you walk away, you're like, who was that? But watching a movie, trying to watch a movie, and a little bit about exercise. So get into it. Yesterday was hockey day at the Fieldhouse family. My son had a hockey game in the morning, and I'm the assistant coach, so I'm on the defense part of it, and my son is a defenseman. So they actually scored a few goals. Now, mind you, they lost, but they played pretty good. We got a bit of talent on the team, which is pretty good. But like I said before, I don't know why they have four teams in Bradford as a U11 house league, and I don't know why they don't put the teams together and have a what's this phone and have a select team that plays in this league, because out of the four teams, they have a bunch of kids, four teams, and they split them up as good as possible so you have the even number of good, average, and not so good players on your team, and that makes up the four teams. But then they're playing these other centers with one team of better players, so you're playing those teams. So needless to say, all of our Bradford teams are in last. Out of 16 teams, I think we're last, second last, third last, and maybe sixth last or something like that. So it's kind of silly the way they do it. I'm gonna say something as you know. I'm gonna say something next year, and somebody will say, "Oh, Brian." But anyways, that was my part of the hockey day. Started when it got a bit of what did we do after that? Came home. Next thing you know, my daughter, she was playing for the A team, so she's an AP for them. Gets called up, plays for them, and then they didn't do as well either, which seems to be a trend. I don't freaking know why. But she had fun. She played hard. One player can't change the whole game, but they played decent. The other team playing better. Came home, got my chicken barns a little bit more ready in the 2 to 4 hours I had in between, and then went back to hockey again at night. So date night at the hockey arena, at the Bradford Hockey Arena. So, and they didn't fare as well again. But so 3 games, 3 losses. What are you gonna do? That's life, I guess. It'd be nice to be on the winning end, but anyways, I don't coach those two teams, so that's a little bit better. I said to my wife, we're sitting there, standing there watching the game, and I said, I like to be up here better than down there. It's nicer to be down there when you're winning, but and then rolled into talking to someone. So this person that helped me a long time ago on the hockey bench when I coached my daughter when she was young, probably 4 or 5 years ago. She would be 6 or 7, and this lady was the only one that helped out of all the parents. I said, "Can you help me? Can you help me?" It's just me coaching. I said, "Yeah, I need help. I need help." And this lady can't skate. She couldn't skate. She said, "I'll help you on the bench." I said, "Perfect. Any help I can get." House league team, and all the other parents. The one dad I still see to this day. I do not talk to him very much and have a high opinion of him because of the lack of help he gave me. So, and then getting it. So I'm talking to this person. We're having a great conversation. I've talked to her many a times, and I fucking forget her name. And I said, think of that. I hate that you're talking to somebody. I know she is. She knows who I am. There was another guy comes up and says, "Hey, Brian." I said, "Hey, how's it going?" I don't know who his freaking name is. Then turn this heater. Maybe turn the heater off. Cleveland said it was still buzzing yesterday and it was buzzing the day before, so maybe buzzing now. Maybe that'll take away the non-serious listeners from my podcast if there's a buzz. Where is Brander Lee, Emmett Foster? I don't know. And so yeah, I'm talking away, and then I said, "Fuck, I don't know their names." So it's next time I'm just gonna go out and say, "What is your?" I'm sorry. You can say, "I'm sorry. What is your name?" Get to know their name, because I know her. She's the hell of a good person. You don't want to talk. You don't want to go up and talk to them because you're kind of nervous. Maybe they will give you a bad reaction. But when I went and said hello, do you remember me? Like the best conversation ever, even though I don't know her name. Maybe she doesn't know my name, but I'm gonna say sorry. I don't know your name, and just don't worry about it. Go up and talk to people. And then I didn't say Woodbridge. Oh, when I said Woodbridge the other day, and Dirty Mike got a little offended because I didn't say the Woodbridge. Oh, he loves the Italiano Woodbridge. And so last night, I wanted Dirty Mike and his daughter to come watch, but they had hockey also, and they did not come in. But I had a little text messages with him. He's very encouraging to my daughter. He's very good. He coached the 1 year, and he's very encouraging with her development and enjoys because my daughter is a very happy go lucky person until she gets tired before bedtime. Then she could turn into a bit more difficult, but she is a hell of a sweet person. Watching a movie, watch Django, and if anybody's ever seen, when we had kids growing, with 2010 we started having a family, and from 2010 to now, my wife and I have watched very, very, very few movies, especially together, because of kids. We watched Frozen, we watched was that How to Train Your Dragon, all those friggin' Disney movies, Moana, all those movies with the kids, and that's Emmett, you're on with 21 heart. How the fuck do you get 21 hearts? But it's 8:40. I'm on a little bit earlier, but I was talking about you'll enjoy this topic, Emmett. Watching a movie with your wife. I said, now your kids are a bit older, and you milk cows. I don't know if you watch a movie. I know how a dairy farmer watches a movie with his eyes closed and just listens to it, but so I said, watching a movie. So 2010, we started having a family. From 2010, for 14 years, we very, very rarely watched a movie and never watched a movie without interruptions. So we watched Django. Quentin Tarantino, if you ever seen it, it's very, I wouldn't say racist, but they say the N word like a lot. Like, I don't know how many times, but I know it was 2 years before the Civil War, they say. So they say some words a lot, and it's just it's a movie. Whatever you think of your opinion, it's kind of a good movie. And Leonardo DiCaprio, Jamie Foxx, and so we watched the last half of the movie. Watched half the I think it was like a 3 hour movie or 2.5 hour movie. So we watched half of it the night before, or 2 nights before. Paused it on Netflix, and we watched the rest last night. My oldest daughter came home from Ren's house. You pause it, you're farting around, you're talking away, and then you unpause it. And then my son comes down, and then you pause it, you unpause it. So we really didn't watch a full movie, but that's how we had to watch a movie. I was watching hockey before my wife came in, and she goes, "What are we going to do?" And I said, "Fine, we'll watch the rest of this movie." So that's basically how you watch a movie. Watch it in parts. You can't watch a whole movie. Get up to pee, go for a drink. I said, my son wants to go watch Moana in the movie theater, and I said, I don't think I want to do that because it's just, we'll see. And then, Emma, you got to text me something. I got to give a little bit of interaction. You're pulling titties, I would assume. So, exercise. I was going to talk about exercise. So, Hubie Jenna like this. So, when we went away to Queen's Park, I think I gained about 7 pounds because you don't eat 100%. I mean, it's up to me to eat what you're going to eat, but you don't eat 100%. You're not exercising, and you're having drinks. And for some reason, I don't know why there's not a lot of water in Queens Park. They don't supply a lot of water here and there and everywhere, but you're not allowed to bring it in because there could be something that you put in your bottle instead of water that could do something. So they don't let you bring water in, but there's not a lot of water. I'm moaning again. Fuck Tyler. I don't know. Sorry, Emmett. I think it's something to do with the computer. I unplugged it the last time and tried to get it better, and I'm sorry. I'll have to get the AI on there. Well, it's either the moaning or the no podcast right now because I'm in between bars. So I say about exercise. I'll go on to it and I'll try my best. I've been trying to research how to get this AI working. I did it. All of a sudden, it's like sporadic and it comes out of nowhere. And next thing you know, you can do the AI. So I said, as Hubie Jen knows, you go down to Queen's Park. There's not much water, so water helps you filter everything. So you're drinking the night before, you're eating a good meal. And I can understand why now people go to these the weight rooms in a hotel the morning of your day because you do not get a lot of exercise. Needless to say, I said 6 pounds I gained in Queen's Park, come home, boom, it's gone. Maybe it was 9 pounds, I don't know. But it was mostly water weight and just bad. you're having a few drinks here and there. You're not eating the best. You come home, you start getting into your routine. You start eating a bit better. My exercise has not. I usually tell you guys good things, and then I don't tell you the bad things. So I have not been exercising like I should. I was exercising last flock. You come out to the barn. I get into my routine. You jump jacks, whatnot, exercise, keep in shape. Emmett, I know you don't have to do that. You're pulling titties. You're pushing in feed. You're feeding calves, wrestling. I didn't have to exercise as much when I had the dairy cows and chickens, a little bit more. So So I'll get back into that, lose a bit of weight. I'm kind of worried about the cruise coming up because that's another few months. And I said that's not a good weight loss thing. Is those cruises with all that stuff and everything else. So I had another topic. Chicken barn. Getting ready for the chicken barn. So I usually do everything myself. Huey Jen. Who's the other one? The feed girl. New Life Kim. Trim Sarah, all these chicken people, Noodle O'Brien, all these chicken people will enjoy this. So usually some people put shavings in their barns, blow in the shavings. Some people put peat moss. I think Huey Jen puts peat moss. Their family does. I put straw in myself. Cleaview's on. Cleaview and Emmett. I know, and Cleaview, don't tell me I'm humming away because Emmett already told me I'm humming. So just deal with the hum. Hopefully it doesn't drown out my voice. So I said most of these guys either do peat moss shavings blown in. You can do straw boss, little straw pellets. So I put 20,000 square feet, 12 bales a barn, big square bales. They are 3 by 3 by 7 feet long. Oh, Emmett, you love the show. And so you cut the string, spread it around the skid steer, and then there's like a backwards rake. It's a Bowman, I forget what it's called, a fluffer. And you put it on the skid steer and it fluffs out the straw. It's good for a one man. I remember Sutton Jim saying, "What's the machine you use? What's the machine? Take a picture." I said, "Well, if you want, friggin' come down and look at it." But he never had. So I think he's got 3 guys, and they put straw in the barn and spread it all over the barn. It's 18,000 square feet. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, I would think. So it's just me. This is the way I do it. And then you go in the barn after you spread all the straw with a fork and just kind of fine tune the spreading. Put down the paper. Oh, Cleveland liked it too. Oh, it's so nice. Brett Fields loves fluffing. Oh yes, that's a fluffer. I know you had a previous job in the porn industry. Fluff it. You were a fluffer, but I do straw. So you put down your paper, and then you put the feed on the paper, and then you're almost ready to go. You get the waters all ready. Takes a bit of time. It takes a lot of time actually, but it is part of the chicken job. And that is the way it goes. So I got to get back to that. I was just kind of taking a break. I was reading some things, getting ready, taking a break. It's a little tiring once in a while. If Cleavage wants to come and help me, that'd be perfect. But I don't think that's going to happen. You live too far away. Episode 127. I will talk to you guys tomorrow after I get a little bit more of this stuff done and let you know what happens. I got to get on this. Hold on. If you want any more comments, I could love talking to you. But we will talk to you very soon. Talk to you later and be good.